break. You're going down in every way. Your fear is mine, mine to take. Now have it come your only way. This is the price you have to pay.
What's up, Great Lakes family? And this video is from about a year ago. The body camera footage is, at least. It's from January 24th of 2022. Some pretty crappy road conditions here in Toledo. The roads weren't maintained very well at that time. It was just, they had a hard time keeping up with it, and rightfully so. It's a pretty nasty storm. So this video, we're going to discuss a few things. We're going to discuss and look at body camera policy for the police department. We're also going to look at the policy about, accurately reporting incidents. So listen very carefully to what the driver of the vehicle says. We'll play it a couple times for you. Then we're going to read the report and see what's put in there. And then we'll talk about the case and what happened in court. But there's going to be some redactions because there are the driver's minor children in the vehicle. And I don't like to put kids' information or their images out there if it can be avoided. So here we go, guys. And yeah, pay very close attention to what the driver says. Very close.
Recording.
Oh, is that relation to you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody okay?
Trying to get something out of them when I'm on the phone is impossible. They're just crying. Nobody's bleeding. Everybody's okay.
Doesn't look like it messed the pole up. Too bad. People just will not slow down. Exactly. That was like last night. It's like it's a Sunday night. Why are you people getting into accidents and everything else? You should be home. Yeah.
Okay. You guys are looking good. You're looking good, okay? It's okay.
Yeah. You guys okay?
Can I take them over and put them in my car?
Yeah, give me 1 minute,
Okay,
Mom.
okay. Hold on, bud. Hold on.
I just got to get their...
So the audio here is redacted because the kids' personal information, names, date of birth, and all that good stuff. Did you guys notice that the officer had already made up his mind that this guy was driving too fast? And I don't know why people just won't slow down. Later on, we're going to hear what actually happened. And it has nothing to do with excessive speed. It was just, these conditions are crap. Absolute crap. It was a very bad storm, and the city could not keep up. And even like myself, just a couple of days ago, I was doing about 10 miles an hour. I went to slowly press on my brakes to turn into a parking lot, and I slid right past the entrance, barely touching the brakes. So it's not necessarily always about speed. There's other things that could be a factor, like road conditions in themselves are to the point to where your vehicle's just going to slide.
I think so, yeah. Come here, bud. Up this way, okay? Go get in my car. Okay.
Yeah, how far do you got to go?
Right around the corner.
Yeah, it's right
We
behind
literally
you.
live right there. I just picked them up from school. The light changed.
Uh-huh.
I hit the brakes, and when I hit the brakes, it just shot to the right. And I seen this pole, and I.
Okay, you were going
Yeah, we were
eastbound?
going that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit the brakes to stop for the light. When I hit the brakes, it
Just started sliding?
Just shot to the right, and
Okay.
I tried to go further right
Yeah.
to prevent hitting the poles, but it didn't work.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Is the truck registered to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your insurance by chance?
It's in my glove. It's in my center console. I have a gun in my center console, and I have a permit.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
I got to get it out of here.
Yeah, just grab your insurance for me.
I put.
Oh, did you? Oh, I see. Mom's got them in there.
Here's my permit too, but just to show you with this gun in the truck.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, here you go, Ruben. And what's a good phone number for you? All right. Just hang tight for us, and we'll get you out of here in a few minutes.
No, that's
I don't know. That might be old.
yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
This one was new.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can get out of here.
Yeah. I don't see a number on it, because usually if it was an Edison, it would have a number on
the
there.
silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I don't see a number or anything on that pole.
No, I think it's just,
There's a number up there, but it's on the wire, 2061.
Well, I think you guys are busy yesterday and today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good job, fellas.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. It doesn't look like it's damaged too bad, though. Yeah. It's like not in any danger.
Someone's hit the pole before.
Yeah.
First pass of it right there.
Yeah. It's not in no danger of falling over.
No, it's weird that it's bent like that, though.
Yeah. It probably was. I wonder if that's why they got the extra strap thing on it.
So there you got it. Between the two officers' body cameras, there's just shy of 17 minutes of footage on their cameras. The one on the left, the 9.5 minute one, that's got like 4.5 minutes of just a black screen with nothing of substance. So between these two officers, just shy of 17 minutes of footage. But look at how long they were on scene for this incident. And does this follow their policy? So this says they were on scene for 52 minutes, which means I should have at least an hour and 4, if not an hour and 5 minutes of body camera footage, considering the 30 seconds of dead air before the recording starts. But yet combined, there's about 12.5 usable minutes of body camera footage, not counting that 4.5 minutes of dead air of black screen. So even counting that, that's 17 minutes roughly. So there's still over 45 minutes of body camera footage missing. And let's see if that violates their policy. Let's find out. So as you can see, here is the Toledo Police Department's body-worn camera policy at the time of this incident. From what I understand, their policies have been updated. I'll be getting a new copy of that soon. But at this point, January of last year, 2022, Directive 401.26 General Guidelines 1.2 says officers issued a body-worn camera shall wear the device at all times while on duty and while working off-duty in a law enforcement capacity. So they have to have it on them. These guys did. 1.3 states officers issued a body-worn camera shall record the following while on duty and while working off-duty in a law enforcement capacity. Third one down, dispatched calls for service involving interactions with citizens, which this was. So let's go down a little further and talk about recording incidents. While recording an incident, officers shall ensure the body-worn camera is recording until the incident is complete, except as noted in 3.3 of this section. 3.3 talks about going into private homes or businesses, buildings, where consent would be required. All right. So, down to 3.4 talks about in the event a recording is suspended, terminated, or interrupted prior to conclusion of an incident, the officer shall note it on the recording before they terminate the recording. They are also required to note it on the incident report or the narrative of the report if one is generated, which we have one generated, and let's look and see if that is even notated here. So now let's look at this report. It states, Unit 1 stated that he was westbound on a Lexus when the light turned red and he went to stop and started sliding on the snow-covered road. Unit 1 stated that he swerved to the right to avoid striking the vehicle in front of him and struck a utility pole. No injuries reported and no damage to the utility pole. Unit 1 was cited for a citation for failure to control also. Do you see anything about body-worn camera terminated for what XYZ reason? And does that match what the driver said happened? Let's review that.
The light changed, I hit the brakes, and when I hit the brakes, it just shot to the right. And I seen this pole, and I...
Okay, you were going eastbound?
Yeah, we were going that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit the brakes to stop for the light. When I hit the brakes, it
Just started sliding?
Just shot to the right. And
Okay.
I tried to go further right to
Yeah.
prevent hitting the poles, but it didn't work.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Is the truck registered to you?
Yeah. The light changed, I hit the brakes, and when I hit the brakes, it just shot to the right. And I seen this pole, and I...
Okay, you were going
Yeah,
eastbound?
we were going that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit the brakes to stop for the light. When I hit the brakes, it
Just started sliding?
Just shot to the right. And
Okay.
I tried to go further right
Yeah.
to prevent hitting the poles, but it didn't work.
That does not look at all like what this gentleman stated. He said something completely different than what was put in the report as his statement. So now it's proven that Officer J. Bodeman can't fill out an accident report properly, or even a victim/witness statement. With the notepad in his hand, he could have written everything down, but he didn't. They shut the body cameras off after about 7 minutes, and there's nothing after that. This guy had to go to court. The charges ended up being dropped at the officer's recommendation. But because of all this, an IA complaint was filed, and here is the disposition of that complaint. So why did Officer Bodeman file this charge on this individual, you ask? When it's just a single vehicle accident, no damage to the light pole? Well, according to Officer Bodeman, it's their policy to cite somebody if there's an accident. Yeah, because there was an accident, someone has to be cited, even though there's no damage to anything except the person's own stuff. That doesn't make sense either. So here we have the letter from the police department, and it states, Dear Mr. Collins, an investigation was conducted regarding a report of misconduct by members of the Toledo Police Department and resulted in the following finding. Originally, both officers appeared there could be some kind of issues. So Sergeant Bell put this up the chain of command, and Sergeant Jennings exonerated Officer Revel, even though he turned his recording off without stating why and kept it off. There's 45 minutes missing from him. The allegations against and charge against Officer Bodeman were sustained. There is discipline that was dished out, whether it's just a re-education or training. I don't know, because I've made a records request for this and still haven't gotten the information from this records request from June of last year. Once I find out, I will let you guys know, but this is just more examples of how we need to record the police. Had this not been recorded on body cam and able to get it, there'd be no way to prove what was said, what was not said. Because of all this, that's why I believe the officer recommended the charges being dropped. It's also alleged that while this is happening, this encounter that's not on record because the person driving the vehicle didn't record, didn't have a dash cam or anything running, it was said that the officer said, just said the roads are bad, hadn't been salted, they'll probably just throw it out to begin with. But the officer did go in, and I was there that day in court, the officer did go in and recommend the charge be dropped. So that's what we have here. Record everything, record the police, record all your interactions with your government officials. Take care of yourself and each other. I'll see you.